this England youth up and coming player market that there is just absolutely unreal. Look, you have Miles Lewis Skelly, Nico O'Reilly, Max Dowman, Rio Angamoa, Kobe Manu, Ethan Nweri, Jesse Derry, whoever you want. You even have Archie Gray, Trey Naomi of Liverpool, however you want. Lads, these boys are actually unreal. The up and coming for England is scary. It's scary talented. Lewis Skelly and Nico O'Reilly have played some massive roles, Champions League, Premier League, whatever you want, other cups. And these boys have high end experience. I mean, they all do. They all realistically do. They all have a lot of skill. But lads, imagine a midfield of Lewis Skelly and Mainu. You know, obviously I love Rice. I love Elliot Anderson. I want these boys to play. I'm just saying this is the future. And who knows, a midfield. Right now we're seeing Rice and Lewis Skelly, which is some of my favorite football midfielders together. So, lads, it's just good times. You have Nico O'Reilly obviously doing special stuff. He's in the World Cup squad as we speak for the men's team. Max Dowman, young prospect, very, very good winger, gets at his man. And obviously, the Arsenal lad, got to back him up here. Rio Angamoa, very good as well. Fast-paced winger for Liverpool, came from Chelsea. He's doing bits. Getting called up to train and play with the men's team for England. Doing well. Do we even need to mention Kobe Manu? This guy was robbed for 6 months under Amarim. Comes straight back and just phenomenal. Back to it. Mate, this guy wins the ball. Simple touches. Even goes on dribbles, but he just sets up a lot. Ethan Nweri. Massive talent. Genuinely. The Max Dowman before Max Dowman. And this guy's special. Both special in their own ways. He can be a 10. He can be your right wing. Whatever you want. He does it. Jesse Derry. Now, little story on Jesse Derry from how I actually found out about him. Obviously, he had his unfortunate moment for Chelsea recently. Hopefully, he's all right. But I actually knew of Jesse Derry a bit before then. Basically, I got into sports betting. It is just a bit odd, but it's sports betting for me was. Obviously I just enjoy footy. You don't need to bet at all. But I was just like, you know what? It's just fun. Just try it. I watch a lot. But I saw, this is where it became a bit dodgy. I was looking at random games and it was Chelsea versus Benfica. I think it was a U18 tournament. And it was on the zone and I was just home and I was like, you know what? Let me actually watch this. There's a striker on Chelsea. He was unreal. I think he scored 3 or 4 goals. Benfica had about 2 small midfielders I was really impressed with. But Jesse Derry was the winger for Chelsea. And he actually made some very good ones. One of them drives into the box, gets fouled. That's the penalty, and that's one of the goals. I can't remember. I don't think he scored. I think it was a striker. But still, massive impact. And that's a high-level game, high-level tournament. Benfica are obviously up for it. And U18, U19, around there. These guys are trying to break into the scene, as Jesse Derry has. So, yeah, it's a weird story, but basically, I was betting on that game. It ended up being cool. I mean, Chelsea won, so fair play. But it was interesting. It was an interesting experience, and you get to see a lot of these guys that are up and coming. So there's a phenomenal pool of talent that we have in England. We're very lucky. Again, a lot of these guys getting experience. A lot of these guys getting a chance to play with the first team, the seniors. A lot of them playing in the Prem, the Champions League, very high competitions. I mean, all of them actually, I think, have all of them been Prem? I think they all have. Yeah, all of them have been Prem, which is already unreal. So, yeah, we will have to see how England goes, but hopefully the men's do well. This is scary, the up-and-coming talent. But enjoy.